What's up everyone, I'm NPC Nate, and today I want to talk about Guild Wars 2's Living World Season 2. Now, if you haven't played this, I want to warn you, there will be spoilers in this video. Now, if you don't know what it is, Living World Season 2 is an unlockable DLC in Guild Wars 2. If you're just starting out and you weren't playing when the season released, unlocking it will cost 1,280 gems for the complete pack, which translates into about $15 US. Or you could pay 200 gems for each episode individually. I should also note that if you're playing through Steam, you could buy the Guild Wars 2 Complete Collection for $99.97, and that will give you all 3 expansions plus Living World, and that'd be all 5 Living World seasons, so that's also an option. When you first start Season 2, you are immediately thrown into a very interesting story and are led into a new area called Drytop. Now, Drytop is immediately annoying. There's quicksand, sandstorms, and these weird little magical energies you pick up that give you movement skills, which you never see in the game after this. The map is designed in a really convoluted and confusing way. Overall, just a very annoying area which I immensely dislike. A little later in the season, you go into another new area called Silver Waste, which is a bit better than Drytop in my opinion, but still overall a little annoying. This area introduces script tunnels, which will transport you around the map, but which are not always open. When they're closed, you have to do an event to reopen them, which normally I wouldn't care about at all, except one of the main story missions depends on you utilizing one of these tunnels to access a specific area, and I found that to be frustrating. Alright, so now let's talk about the story. The story for this season starts really strong. You meet some new characters, you learn more about your friends you met in Season 1. It's a great start. However, it does hit some rough patches. For one thing, this season spends a lot of time on Kaith. Now, I don't mind learning some backstory on Kaith, but playing missions as her, trying to sneak through facilities, and fighting a plethora of mobs with her measly skills was definitely not fun at all. Although it is interesting to see her history with Fallon and see how they went from friends to foes. It was also interesting to see Connacht's origin story. Another cool aspect of this season's story is exploring Glint's lair. This was a beautiful area with some interesting fights and mechanics, which I enjoyed a lot. We also get some very moving moments with scenes like Belinda's death and Taimy's close call, both of which were hugely emotional moments that really added a lot of depth to the story. Then there's one of the coolest story moments I've ever seen, where Belinda's ghost basically possesses Marjorie's sword, which I really geeked out over.
My sword.
I promise I'll care for it.
The darkness over my sea. I will bend your enemies before they come on you. Until the day you die, I'll be with you. My love for you is everlasting. Show me the sword.
Unfortunately, the season wraps up with an incredibly annoying final mission and boss fight, which just about drove me crazy. But I persevered, and I was rewarded with the epic final cutscene showing the pack's failed attack on Morchmoth, which is where the Heart of Thorns begins. So, for my overall thoughts on this Living World season, I'd first like to say that it definitely has some very strong moments. The story is mostly good, with some very important events, as well as giving you a lot more background on your friends and adding a lot of depth to the story up to this point. However, the story definitely has some rough spots. Some of the maps, missions, and bosses are downright awful, and you don't unlock anything important. So at the end of the day, I'd say that this is an important DLC to play through if you care about the story. But if you don't care about the story, you might just want to save your money and skip this one. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video or you like this kind of content, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll really help me out, and I hope to see you around. Thank you.